Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run, Devontae Freeman. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Freeman. He won't go down. They can't tackle him. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Being chased out left.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Oh, man, he pulled got his ass.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Yeah.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson.
Yeah.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
He's moving. He's my 31. Zoom. 44's the mic. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run it.
Come here.
Freeman.
Fuck you think you're going?
He's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Devontae Freeman is shifting. This doesn't pay off here in short yardage. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Hey, we're good. 180. Express.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
What's up? 56, Mike, 56. Here we go. Express. Who's that? Switch. Hey, 734. 93.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10.
Hey, where my man going at?
Past the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Devontae Freeman, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Fuck out of here, man. Fucking game be on some shit. What's that, Ike? Ain't worry about that shit.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. This game, this matchup means a little more to the Carr family. Derek Carr's brother David, of course, the first overall pick in 2002 by these Houston Texans. Spent 5 years as the Texans starter, and then he would eventually spend 6 more years as a backup in the league at various spots before calling it a career. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. And he comes back with one complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Who ain't going for what? Who ain't going for what?
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Carr. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again is Watson. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, Freeman. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I was going to fall for that
More
shit.
problems here on third
trying to do
down.
a high pass. You ain't got
so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down,
Rodgers no more. You got Watson,
man.
man.
To win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No one attempted or made more field goals in Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Hey, Zoo. Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. This will be Carr. Tyrell Williams. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Shit, man.
Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Full back.
Shit. White. 637.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
Carr!
And that is incomplete.
You know all you can do is
in this first half.
I knew he was going to jump off of.
0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive will start with a carry by Monte Freeman. And he'll be
Stop
taken
with this
down for a
motherfucking
loss
stretch
back
shit,
at
bro.
the 3.
Got
They'll
that
wind up
one
losing
breaking
a yard
shit.
on the play.
Stop it.
And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Nah, man, stop with that shit. Go to something else. Go to something else, nigga.
Get set. 19. 50 up. Come on. In the face. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Kill. Open the floor. Watch safety creeping. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
I know what it is.
From his goal line here, Watson.
Fuck off the ball,
And that
nigga.
is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Watson on 1st down.
Fuck he thought he was going.
Nowhere to escape,
Fuck
and
he
he
thought he was
goes
going.
down.
Stop
Max
it, man.
Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up
giving up
another
5
one now.
sacks and shit?
They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4
No,
guys
I'm
might
talking about
have it
last
right,
week.
but the 5th guy
Y'all
is
giving
giving
up 5
something up.
sacks and shit?
They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Don't do it. Trying to warn you, man. I'm trying to help you out, man.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season.
Really?
Time flies.
And he ain't from. Come on, man.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Here's Watson on 3rd down. This is caught. It's
Come on,
close.
man. They catching
And
everything.
down he goes, but
My
he
man
takes it
dropping
up
as
to
soon
the
as
40.
Slade's motherfucker.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Real.
Watch the screen.
Yeah, we know what time it is.
Check 9. Hey, 55.
On 1st down, Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is
Now they finally
incomplete.
drop a pass.
Took
Come
a
on,
shot
man.
there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
What the fuck?
On 2nd and 10.
Got him.
Watson, and he can't get
Where
rid
you
of it.
going,
He's
man? Why
taken
you keep
down.
trying to scramble
Now
with
the
this guy?
Texans will
There's
use
nothing-
one of their
no,
2 remaining timeouts
Stop.
as the clock will stop with
Stop doing it.
45 seconds to
Keep trying to
go
scramble
in the
with this
first half.
What you doing? You trying to scramble with this nigga and shit, man.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Lose it. 55. Here we go. Hey, check right.
3rd and long, it's Watson. He gets it to Cooks. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And this one caught by Delaney Walker. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Watson, he's going to go up top for the end zone.
Come on, man. Y'all
And
making my man stay on his
incomplete.
motherfucking
Clock
feet.
stops with 10 seconds left.
What type of bullshit y'all on?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
In your face. 55. Go. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Better bring it. You better bring it. Hey, 59. Hey, we got to snap.
Watson to throw again. And an alley to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Fucking problem with these niggas, man. Motherfuckers can't get off the field when they supposed to. Dumbass plays.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had a punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The throw complete here to Williams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Sure.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Trying to run
Look at this.
with Jacobs.
Look at this line,
going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they'd place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And now a 10th carry for
Where
Freeman.
you going? I told you, stop trying to do that stretch play, bro. That shit is not working.
5-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
No.
44 to Mike. 44 behind him.
Out of the gun, Watson. This one complete to
He's not going
Devontae
nowhere.
Freeman.
Nothing.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded just inside the 30.
Oh, that was the longest dive of his career.
Return, but for a moment looked like he
was
had a shot
hanging
to
in
go
the
all
air
the
for
way.
years.
And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Oh. Nigga was hanging in the air for years.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They on some nut shit.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well,
it's about time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr.
Look at this.
It's going to be incomplete.
Look at this.
Lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Fucking straight bullshit, man.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Bullshit, man.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 13-7.
Come on, we need a turnover. This nigga Watson due for a turnover.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Fuck off.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Let's go. Go. Get this nigga.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Say what?
Tackle. He's coming.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. He's got forward.
I ain't even say do the motherfucker.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
I ain't say do them motherfucker.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.
Come here.
Still try to cover downfield.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Good set. 19. 58 the money. You ain't got nothing. 58 the money.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson.
Got him. Where's you going?
Big loss here as he's taking
Where's you going, man?
Max
you going the other way. You going to trying to score from me and shit. What's up?
Of the afternoon.
That's his second
What's up?
sack of
You
the
trying
game.
to
The
score for
best
me?
defensive ends,
Shit.
they do
We
their homework
appreciate
as
it.
much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what
We
moves they need
appreciate
to
it.
do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Fuck off that. Get out of here, man.
A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short
4 for 4, brother.
Decision made for Sean
Punt.
McVay. They're going to go for it.
I can't believe they let you play. I
Punt.
can't believe they even let you play. Let's go. Mark 55. Mark 55. You ain't going nowhere.
Ain't nobody jumping off no motherfucker, Sam.
Let's go. Mark 55. Mark 55.
Yeah, take that penalty and shit so you can kick it. Yeah. One of you put a motherfucker take.
So that'll back him up
hung on to
5.
that, man. Oh, shit.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Come on, man. What's good, man? Y'all 5-2. Y'all having problems against this
He'll field this
motherfucker.
at the 5.
This bullshit-ass defense, man. I think
And
y'all
that is
suspect
gonna do
5-2
it
then.
For this third quarter of action, you are watching the NFL.
Man, y'all suspect
on EA
5-2,
Sports.
man. You having problems against this motherfucker mediocre
Derek Carr,
defense.
3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4
What's
games
going on,
total,
man?
so they've got some experience
Nah,
dealing
man,
with tight
I ain't
ones.
trying to hear that. I'm about to lock
On the
in
ground, it's
bullshit.
Jacobs to start the drive, and he is met in his
Hey, he don't get no
tracks
rushing
behind
yards
the line of
anyway on this
scrimmage.
motherfucking shit.
It's a
ass
loss
offensive
of a
line.
yard there, and it's second
He's
down.
got good overalls
And
and
the
shit.
trend
Don't block
continues here in the
for
fourth
soul.
like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
Huh?
And you're probably
about to
thinking
see.
to yourself, why do they keep feeding
about
him the
to see
football?
shit, man.
Well, they trust him first and
Stop lying.
foremost. They do
I'm about to
believe
see
that
that.
over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the
What you
ball
doing?
for them.
You going
so
right
they
where
keep
your
handing
ass
it
at?
to him.
Now a throw here on second
right where
down,
your
and that's
ass at.
complete.
You don't know what you're
And
doing
brought
in
down,
space.
but not before they're able to get it
What's
out to
wrong
the
with you?
25. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Yeah, we
Carr
about to
now,
get you up out of
5
this dumbass
straight
defense.
completions
Keep
here in
calling
this
and
second
shit.
half. First and 10.
I'm up out of this stupid ass shit.
4 down. 4 down.
Let's go. Nope.
On the draw,
Look at this shit. You
And
got
not a lot
an
of
87
daylight,
overall,
not really
bro.
any daylight
You can't
inside
block
as he's
one
gonna be
person,
stopped
you
right
fall
at
in
the
it.
line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
What a
This run
retard,
defense has been
man.
pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football.
Okay.
That's out the window right
Bring
now.
them. Here they
Protect,
come.
let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Look at this
Second
shit.
down pass
Show
play there,
hands,
but it's
niggas.
incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example
Niggas
there
just
of them
driving
making it
shit for
difficult
no
to complete a
reason.
pass.
For no reason.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's get this first. Let's get these first on these people. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's get these first on these
24
people.
is the mark. 29. Just like that. Just like that.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Oh, good
Trying to
pick.
get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked
Oh,
off
he
on the
just called
corner,
motherfucker
Bradley
team out.
Roby. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
We'll
And that
take
drives
it.
coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see
We'll
that
take
happen,
it.
it just doesn't
He
feel
doing
right,
stupid
does
shit.
it? Plus, you're
Thank
giving up
you.
yardage.
You know what I'm saying? He doing stupid shit. We'll take it.
Good starting field
This
position
nigga
for
haven't
them
been
here
able
as
to
they
throw
come up
all
first and 10
game. He
at
on
the
some
40.
nut shit.
734. 24 is the mark. What's up?
Shotgun now for Carr. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
He ain't no shit.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing again. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Give him 12 yards that time and an open first down.
It's Walker. Learn his name, Nick. Learn his name,
This is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores.
They're trying
And
to press
they really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? He'll let this
that ain't
go
fake,
for the
though.
end zone.
Fuck is wrong with you, bro? Do not do that. Do you know who was out there? What is wrong with you?
A big play there.
You pressing
With
some
touchdown
motherfucking
number
rugs,
7 on the
nigga.
year. As his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
What's wrong with him?
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not
he ain't
done.
dropped that
After
shit.
the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Everything they get touched.
Charles, you'd said the magic
Your man
number
catch
was probably
everything.
right around
Drop
20
one
for this
motherfucking
defense
pass.
because they're facing one of the
Bum-ass
top
niggas.
5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their
You
moments,
wanna go back to this shit?
This
You wanna go back
offense
to this?
just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On first down.
Hey, they gave me the...
He'll have a first down past the 40.
They gave me the wrong
Big
man.
run there by Freeman. 42 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't
They
he?
gave me
Still
the
looking
wrong
fresh in this
man.
one, despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know,
Try to run that
well-conditioned,
shit
and he
again
did
if you
tell
want
us that he
to.
thrives on being at his peak late in ball
Thank you.
games.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right.
Thank you.
Now look
What's
at
wrong
this.
with you?
They get the turnover they needed. It's
What's
intercepted.
wrong with you? Mute.
Picked off at
Yeah.
the 19.
That nigga, you thought that man was going to sit back and coverage while you come push. No. Send him
his
smack
right
at your
and
ass.
trying
Let me
to
get
shift
that.
the coverage, but instead
Thank
he
you.
shifted
Come
the
again,
coverage
stupid
also
ass.
to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Raider
That was an
offense
easy
set
one.
to get this drive started. And
Hell
happened to
wrong
redo
with
their
you,
efforts
nigga?
in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
I
Just
told
think
you
of what
stop
it's
trying to
like now on the
scramble.
sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score
Well, you
points,
lucky these niggas
it's a
came from a
whole
block.
lot better
Boy,
view than
boy,
when you're trying to
boy.
figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30.
Yeah, you right. Mm-hmm.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
There you go with this dumbass defense. It's not gonna work.
Here's Carr to throw.
Oh, my goodness. He can't complete a fucking 5-yard pass.
The intended receiver. And it's third
This
down.
nigga here is killing
Looked
me.
like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right
This nigga's
decision.
The window
retarded,
of
man.
opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Check out three. Slam, slam, slam. Low, low, low. That's it.
On third down, Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
We're going to go with this.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
26, 65, 65, 65. Mike, 50.
On first down, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one's still trying to scramble. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down in bounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let him know. Let him know. I can afford. Mike 55.
Watson now, throwing again. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. This will be caught by Brown.
Where's
He's
my
going to
man
get
on
this
this
down
side?
to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is Cook.
Good shit.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They come out here in the I. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll look to run with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's put it. Check nickel.
Watson. And he's across for the touchdown.
My man got turned all the way around.
That should just about seal it. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wind up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Carr now on 1st down. Will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Now he want to catch
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Oh, my goodness, man. This fucking game is hilarious, man.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
That's what I'm talking about.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check, check. Lucky. Find down. Shit.
What the fuck type of call was
Carr going to go
that?
on 4th down. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time.
say
They
what?
have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
What did you just say? I wasn't supposed to get that?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game.